With love, reverence, and gratitude, I offer my prayerful pranams at the divine lotus feet of our loving and omnipresent Lord Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Dear brothers and sisters, loving Sai Ram to all of you. Hearty congratulations to the 2023 SSSILP graduates. You are the torchbearers of the Sathya Sai organization, and I urge all of you to plunge into action, taking responsible roles in the organization and take part in the various initiatives like Sai 100 initiative, environmental initiative, and healthcare initiatives. We all go through various graduation ceremonies from the primary school, then high school, college, graduation, post-graduation, and doctoral levels. It is all good, but the ultimate education one should get is not only secular education and spiritual education. And the degree, Swami said, what we should get is Amrutasya Putraha, children of immortality. And Swami has shown us the way through his life, his message, and his works. Also, Swami has talked about an exemplary devotee of the Lord, who is worshipped as God, is Lord Hanuman. So he is epitome of selfless service, exemplary devotion, and unparalleled wisdom. That is why Swami installed his 65 feet statue in the Hillview Stadium, towering over all the statues of the various deities. He is an example of an exemplary leader whom we should emulate. There is a beautiful composition of Saint Tulasidas called Hanuman Chalisa in his Ramacharita the story of Lord Rama. Here, it talks about the exemplary qualities what a leader should have. It is said, Vidyavan Guni Adichatura Ramakaja Kariveko Atura Prabhu Charitra Suniveko Rasiya Ramalakhana Sita Manabasya. This talks about 6 qualities. I will briefly dwell on each one of them. First one is Vidyavan, to be highly educated. As education, Swami says, is not only secular education where we get degrees for taking our livelihood, but most importantly, the spiritual education. So he was well-versed in scriptures, also well-versed in various regular worldly knowledge, and also he was well-versed in fine arts like music. So Swami said, whatever we do, we should be the best in our field of expertise. One time I was there in Prashanti Nilayam, and Swami came to a student and asked him, what grade did you get? A grade. Swami says, no good. I was surprised. In USA, we consider A grade is the top. I said, Swami, why? He was disappointed. Swami said, you should get O grade. So O stands for outstanding. So similarly in academics, Swami wants to have us have academic excellence, outstanding performance. Next one important quality is Guni, character. Lord Hanuman has noblest character. Swami said, there are kings have come and gone, presidents have come and gone, many men of name and fame, but nobody remembers them, but people of noble character, like Swami Vivekananda, Adi Shankara, Jesus, Buddha, all these people remember them, adore them, and worship them because they're people of noble character. What is this character? Beautifully, Swami said also in his divine discourses, you sow a thought, you reap an action. You sow an action, you reap a habit. You sow a habit, you reap a character. You sow a character, you reap a destiny. So everything starts. If we have good thoughts and we do good deeds, and then we develop good habits, we will have good character and good destiny. That is the secret. That is why Swami says, end of education is character. And Swami said, education without character is not only useless, but positively dangerous. The next quality is ati chatura. He is very astute. Not only you should be very knowledgeable, but you should be astute when you deal in work. This is one of the beautiful examples, anecdotes in history of Rama was one time when they were building the bridge for Sri Lanka, these monkeys, apes, they were putting the huge boulders on the sea, writing the name of Rama, and they were floating because of the blessings of gods. Then Lord Rama, in that thing to enact a drama, he went to a quiet place and he threw a stone in the ocean and it sank. You know, Lord Hanuman follows him like a shadow. And he saw Lord Hanuman behind as if he was surprised. Then he asked Hanuman, how is it when I threw the stone, it sank? The Lord Hanuman, what exemplary devotee and very astute, he answered, Master, so when it was in your hand, it was very happy because it was in the hands of God. But when you threw it in the ocean, it got dejected, depressed, and got drowned. So everybody wants to be in your hands as your instrument receiving your blessings. Similar incident, I remember, this was in Trai Brindavan. Swami was giving a session, and Swami called one of the devotees, many of you may know him, Professor Anil Kumar. Swami said, hey, Nil, come. Then he got up and came. Swami said, I didn't call you, I called Nil. But he had that astute sense. He stood next to Swami. He said, Swami, when I was there, I was Nil. But when I stood next to you, I became Anil. So just to show how God makes our life complete. That is the astute. Guni ati chatur. The next one is very important. Ramakaja kariveko atur. Always have enthusiasm and passion to do God's work. That's what Hanuman had. He has dedicated his whole life, every minute, every particle of his body, he dedicated to serve the Lord. That is what we should have, that complete dedication. But when we do God's work, Swami has given clear message, and Lord Krishna also. How do you do God's work? There are a few important points to remember. Number one, we should remember the service we do is only for our own self-transformation. Second thing we should remember is the one who is serving, the process of service, and the recipients of service are all nothing but the manifestation of God, the divinity itself. Third thing is we should remember the two great obstacles, mainly hankara and mamakara, ego and attachment. So we should get rid of this doership and enjoyership. Have the conviction, really God is the doer and we are just happen to be the instruments. And second thing is give up the attachment for the results of action. That is why in Gita Vakini, Swami makes a beautiful statement, which is a very important message for all of us. He says, renounce the desire for the fruit of action and dedicate all your actions to God. This is the way to eternal joy and the eternal liberation. The way to liberation. I can share a nice anecdote, incident which happened in Prashanti Nilayam during Swami's 70th birthday. During that time, there were huge crowds. They have to erect temporary shelters, 108 shelters, but they were not prepared to proper drainage system. So a couple of days prior to Swami's birthday, there was a foul odor piece noticed in the mandir as well as in the ashram by Swami and the devotees. Swami told the leaders and the organization, please look into what is the trouble. They went and found there is a place in the one of the sewer tanks, the whole thing was blocked. They were wondering what to do. Meanwhile, a young adult volunteer spontaneously, without any hesitation, jumped into that, went up and down few times and cleared all the debris, the garbage, and even the excreta, everything which was blocking. And lo and behold, it again starts. The blockage was relieved, and for the relief of all the people, everybody was happy. Then next day, Swami was blessing the volunteers who serve in the ashram and around. So these volunteers were seated, and nobody informed Swami about this particular young man. But Swami, the omniscient Lord, he knows everything. He straight goes to this young man and materialized the vibhuti for him and blessed him. He was very happy, thrilled to receive the blessings of vibhuti from the Lord. Then Swami, on the top of it, materialized a beautiful ring and put on him. Then Swami materialized a wonderful, nice chain and put on his neck. But the climax is this. Swami blessed him with the words, "This is your last birth. You are liberated." What is the blessing? That is the fruit of selfless, spontaneous service. That is why we all are really grateful to Swami for giving us this opportunity to participate and in the divine mission to the selfless service. And next quality is, he is Prabhu Charitra Suniveko Rasya. Always he is eager to hear to the leelas of the Lord, divine sports, the stories of the Lord. It is described wherever the Rama story is being chanted, Lord Hanuman is on his knees, the bent head, joyfully tears-filled eyes. He has that much love. That is why we should also have always eager to listen to the stories of Lord Sai Bhagavatam. Then finally, Rama Lakhana Sita Manabasya. Install Lord Rama, Sita, and Lakshmana in your heart. Similarly, Swami said we should establish God in our heart. Actually, there is nothing to establish. We need to remember that. Swami always said, I'm above you, below you, before you, behind you, inside you, outside you, around you. Just we need to constantly remember that. That is why Swami said in Prema Rahini, to nurture love, we need to practice the omnipresence of God. To remember that He is our Hrudayavasi, He is our indweller. A lot of you know the story of Draupadi, how when she was being humiliated in public assembly, when she prayed to Lord Krishna to save her, and Lord Krishna gave her an unending stream of saris. Then there was a little delay. She asked Lord Krishna, why Lord, why was there this delay? Because you said you called me Dwarakavasi. I have to respect your word, so I have to come all the way from Dwaraka. If you said Hrudayavasi, I instantaneously would have appeared before you. This is a lesson for all of us. Don't say, Lord, thou art in heaven, or you in Mecca, or Kashi, or Vatican, or here and there. Just, Lord, you are my indweller. Then Swami, wherever we are, He assured He will be with us. And people had a question. One of the things is, how do we know He is within us? One time I asked Swami, because whenever we had some problems with the family or personal things, my career in the organization, I had the good fortune to run to Swami on many occasions to Prashanti Nilayam and get his personal divine guidance. But not all the time it is possible, because sometimes I cannot leave just like that because I'm in the middle of work. So I prayed to Swami, Swami, sometimes I cannot, but how do I get an answer from you? Swami said, just go to a quiet place near your altar, sit quietly for 10 minutes and silence your mind and the ego and pray sincerely and intensely. And the answer you get is me. That is your conscience. So we need to have that conscience, and we need to be communicated always with God. This is the easiest way to always be connected with God. So I pray to Swami to bless all of you with a long, healthy life, a good life, and a divine life. Jai Sai Ram.